Good morning, YouTube. It's your man, All the Rage George Page, coming to you live on YouTube. As you know, I try to every so often try to do a little story about a bodybuilder I follow or I like. This lady right here is one Miss Janeen Lankowski, and she's a bodybuilder from the Great White Way up in Canada. Now, she's been competing as a bodybuilder for over 20 years. I follow Janeen on IG, and also sometimes I have video chatted with her. Right now, she's getting ready for the 2020 Olympia. She says she has got enough points where she's got a straight shot. I think she's also doing the Rising Phoenix. Now, as usual, I try to do a complete detail of a female bodybuilder when I do my videos. And with the info I can find on Janeen, should be enough. Now, anyway, she grew up around Ontario, Canada, and she was born on July the 8th. I don't got the year, but it's July the 8th. So anytime her birthday, July the 8th is coming up. Now, she grew up with her parents and a brother and a sister. Now, I remember doing a interview. She said she's as close to her siblings. Around 2 years old, her parents enrolled her in a gymnastic club called KW. Over the years, she won many awards as a gymnast. By 88, she was a part of the Canada's team for the 88 Seoul Olympics. With her hard work and training, Janeen felt she was going to be the biggest payoff for dedication and hard work. But life often throws a wrench in the cogs. During training session for the Olympic trials, Janeen suffered a devastating injury. She was working on a move which involved a full twisting layout. She landed half on the mat and the other half on the floor. The fall caused a break her ankle, and when she heard her ankle snap, a song called Mellow Yellow was playing down in the background. It was such a letdown for Janeen to miss such a great opportunity to compete for Canada in the Olympics. So with her ankle broken, Janeen needed to rethink what is her next step in her future. Now, her whole life she was involved around fitness, so she decided to start a career in fitness. A couple of years later, she started a weight training program. She was working at the school's gym and was in the early teens. By high school, she was already entering weightlifting contests and winning. She started training, gaining a passion for lifting weights. She still had a love for gymnastics and wanted to get back into it. So she became a teacher of gymnastics and a choreographer. Now, with her experience, she decided to pursue a career as a coach and personal trainer. So she went to Ryerson University in Toronto, Canada. There, she earned a certificate as a personal trainer. And with her 11 years of teaching gymnastics and fitness, she made a choice to pursue a career in bodybuilding. She laid out a plan including specialized training, and she was 2 weeks away from her first competitive show. Anyway, once again, life throws another curve. In 1999, she was involved in a head-on collision with another car. She sustained external injuries and internal injuries from the accidents. Now she had damaged her right shoulder and left hip. Also, a whiplash and broke her scapular and her slingshot jaw. Now, the scapula is like a little, it's like a part of your hand, which is, it's like, she just broke it. It's pretty bad. Because of her great physical condition, the doctor felt, it could have, been worse. Being that she was in good shape. I think I did a video about a bodybuilder who was in an accident, and because of her great conditioning and her great shape, it could have been a lot worse for her. Now, it was a lengthy and painful recovery process for Jean, but it wasn't for support of her family and friends. It would have been a much difficult recovery. With injuries, it took time for Janeen to fully get back into the gym, so she needed to put in some new plan to help with her career goals. So she made a new Blueprint lifestyle program, which is pretty good. She's on her game. And it would have involved physical therapy, weight training, also work with a proper diet regimen. Even with her limitations, Janeen was still determined to fulfill her success as a bodybuilder. Now, by 2003, her first show was the OPA Brantford show, where she finished second place in the lightweight class at level 1. Now, a couple months after her first show, she competed at the 2003 OPA Western Ontario in London, Ontario. Now, this time she won first place as a lightweight level 2. Now, she was awarded Best Poser at that show. 2005, she was able to secure sponsorships from several companies, such as a tanning and hair salon. Now, she was in her first CBBF, which is the Canadian Bodybuilding Federation, contest in 2005, which was the Canadian Nationals, where she placed second in the middleweight division. She also won Best Poser. Now, this is the thing about Janeen. She's quite often she's won a lot of posing awards because of her posing. She is, I think she's a champion poser. And if you watch her videos, she has a technique down. She does a lot of splits, a little, has a little dance to it. And sometimes she, like other bodybuilders when do posing, the posings follow with her movements. I see some others that get songs that are too fast or too slow, but she gets the right songs and she put them together good. Now, during her downtime, Janeen kept busy with training other athletes and getting ready for her next show. Now, by 2011, Janeen finally earned her pro card at the IFBB North American by winning the overall Masters Bodybuilding, first place Masters Heavyweight. Now, it was the biggest win in her entire bodybuilding career. So she officially became a pro bodybuilder. Now she has to focus more on how to maintain a successful career as a pro. Now, she needed to achieve a fine balance physically and mentally, emotionally. So she made some changes to her Blueprint lifestyle program. So she found support from her family and friends, and Janeen started her prep as a pro for the 2012 season. And she made her debut at the 2012 IFBB Toronto Super Show, and where she got 6th place a few months later and had the best showing as a pro, winning 3rd at the 2012 Tampa Bay Pro. She completed as a female bodybuilder through 2013 to 2014. Now, after the IFBB dropped female bodybuilding from the shows, she switched to physique in around 2015. At 2015 Tampa Bay show, she got 10th place in the Women's Masters Physique and 16th in the Physique Open. Now, in 2016, she returned to bodybuilding, after placing in 6th place at another show at the 2016 New York Pro. It was the first time Tampa Bay, she got 8th place as a bodybuilder. Now, the next year at the Tampa Bay Pro, she got 7th place and won the best poser at the Tampa Bay show. And I say again, she's a good poser. She wins a lot of posing awards. She even was given an invite to the 2017 IFBB Rising Phoenix Women Bodybuilding World Championships, where she had got 10th place at the Rising Phoenix. But like I said before earlier in my story, life has a way to throw a niche. She sat out most of 2018 because of a tricep injury. So she started a GoFundMe to help her with the financial expenses. And I remember she told me about that. I mean, she had to get surgery on, I think it was her right tricep. And I think that really took her out for most of the season. She spent the rest of the year recovering and also coaching other athletes. By 2019, she had her best year to make a comeback. Her first show was the Linda Murray Norfolk Pro in Norfolk, Virginia, where she had one of the best showings as a pro, getting 2nd place and winning Best Poser. As usual, she's always been a good poser. Now, she made a return to the Tampa Bay Pro, where Janeen considered one of her favorite shows. Now, at the Tampa Bay, she got third, and also again, she won Best Poser award. Now, with enough points earned, Janeen was going to the 2019 Wings of Strength Rising Phoenix Women's Bodybuilding Championships. And this time, she placed 8th and also 2nd place as one of 5 best posers at the show. Now, that same year, as you know, that was 2019 was announcing that the Miss Olympia was coming back, to the Olympia weekend, and her and the 4 other best posers was part of an envoy, which was a show called Power and Grace, where they came together and they did a pose. It was like letting know the return of female bodybuilding. Now, so she, so by 2020, this 2020, as we know, has been, kind of crazy. The epidemics going on. A lot of shows been shut down, and Janeen has done 3 shows this year. Now, this especially, the first show during the epidemic she done was the Tampa Bay Pro. As you know, she lives in Tampa, and I think she got around 5th place. And then she was part of the inaugural Linda Murray Savannah Pro, where I think she didn't do too well. I remember I was like, chatting with her IG. She had a bad, her back was hurting her. And she, I think he said on the ride there, it was really wet and cold. And when she got onto the motel, she went to sleep and it just hurt her. But she was a trooper. She went on, she did the pre-judging, she did the, her routine, she did her finals, and then she was there for the end of the show. But she said she was hurting. I mean, she eventually went to see a chiropractor. Now, and then the next show she did was the New York Pros. The New York Pro, is brought back female bodybuilding, and they had it in Florida this year. She was in Tampa because that's so close to her. But and she didn't do as well as New York Pro. I think did she make top 5? I'm trying to remember. I should have put this down before but anyway, she did pretty good. She made enough points where now she's officially getting ready for the Olympia weekend. And also, I think she's got an invite, because this year's Rising Phoenix is in an invitational. Now, what do you know about Janeen? Furry mother, as you know. She had 2 dogs, and they were her life. They were boy and a girl, and recently they passed away. But now she has a bright new puppy. I know she's very happy with the puppy. Still takes some time working. Puppy takes some time to work, but she's very happy about it. But she misses her two furry babies. It was just, they were up there. I think the time they passed, and they were about, I think one was about 13, one was about 14. And the dog, 7 years for a dog's life, and they're between 14 and 13, you're already in the 90s. But I'm a big fan of Janeen. I follow her on social media. I often try to reach out to her every now and then on IG, and every so now she pops on and do some video chats every now and then. But like I said, she's a great character. She's been through a lot. And she's really serious about what she's doing. She's committed to the sport. And I always say this, I want to wish her the best of luck coming up this, because they know the Olympia is coming up in December, and also the Rising Phoenix. And I hope she does well. I mean, it's just that she had a bad year back in 2018, and then now she's in 2019 was her return, a big return for her. So good luck, Janeen, and I hope you do pretty good. You should be on the way, George Page. Don't subscribe. I'm out.